Oh God, my neck. Do you see what happens when I literally touch my skin? Let me just hide that. Ignore the neck thing. I don't know what's happening here, but just ignore it. So if you've been paying attention to my channel at all in the past month, you would realize that I've been kind of MIA. For those of you who are new to my channel and just want to hear about the topic of the video, then just go ahead and skip ahead to the time right here, and that's where I will start. You really didn't miss much in the past month. The only thing you really missed was the fact that I got to meet my nephew in a 3D ultrasound, which was pretty awesome. It was the first time I ever got to go to one of my sister's doctor's appointments. Okay, we just got to the doctor's. We're gonna go see baby Jay. We're like super late. And they didn't let me film for liability reasons, which I understand. Okay, we haven't asked her if she'll let us film in here yet, but hopefully she does, because I really want to get this on film. One more picture. Sorry? She said no. I spent time with my best friends in the whole world, and we almost got matching tattoos. Jessica said no. Until we realized that Rachel was pregnant and she can't get a tattoo when she's pregnant. There will be a day when one of us isn't pregnant. Not that I've ever been pregnant, but my friends, they all keep getting pregnant at different times, and it's like there will come a day when nobody is pregnant and we can all enjoy a glass of wine together and go get matching tattoos. That is the goal. We also celebrated a lot of birthdays in my family, and most importantly, I just spent quality time with people that I love the most. So my sister and her family went on a trip to Indiana, so my sister invited me over and asked me if I would help them pack and get everything ready for the trip. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so today I am helping my sister pack for her 7-day trip. She's going to Indiana?
Yes.
She's going to Indiana to visit a few friends. I'm cooking dinner right now, but she has to pack for her daughter, who's 2 years old, her husband, and herself. So I'm gonna kind of show her how to do it because she is a chronic overpacker. Don't deny it. She knows she is. Let's do it. So we got ravioli, and we have roasted veggies. There's Brussels sprouts, carrots, and green beans. Another thing I want to preface is that they are going to stay with their best friends, and their best friends are also parents. So they have a kid, which means they have a pack and play, they have a crib, they have, you know, a changing table. They have pretty much everything that my sister and her husband need. And it also means that they can do laundry there, which saved us a lot of space when it came to packing clothes. So the very first thing that we did was we took the diaper bag. We're like, you know what, let's just pack the diaper bag. We emptied it out, took out all the trash, you know, shook it out outside, got all those nasty crumbs out of there. And then we started putting a list together of things that they were gonna need to pack in the morning. This is like my #1 tip when it comes to packing. I never really said this before, but one thing that I always do is I'll make a list of things that I need to pack in the morning that I can't necessarily pack tonight because I need to use it, or it's in the wash, or whatever it is. I always put together some kind of list so that I don't forget anything like phone chargers and important documents or my toothbrush, things like that that you always kind of like forget. And then we just started picking out Addie's clothes. So let's pick out what she's gonna wear to the airport first.
Okay. I'm gonna bring her in her pajamas and change her there.
So 7 days, so we're just gonna pick out like 4, I would say.
5 days.
Oh, it's not 7 days?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. 4 outfits.
Okay, but what happens if she poops or something?
We'll pick out 4 outfits, like for like starters, and then we'll pick out like
any
like a couple
outfits?
like maybe outfits that if they fit, but
Okay.
they should fit. So what we brought for her was After we packed the clothes, we started immediately on the things that were gonna keep her entertained on the airplane. This is so important. The main thing we wanted to focus on here was making sure that all of the things that she was gonna need on the plane were accessible and at the top of the diaper bag, or in a pocket, somewhere where you can easily just bend down and grab it. So what we did was we picked out a favorite book of Addie's. We picked out a coloring book. And then one thing that my sister did that was really smart is she keeps the little crayon packs that she gets at like restaurants sometimes. Put that in there. She usually only gives her like 2 crayons to work with anyway, because otherwise she's running rampant with crayons and coloring the walls. So even though I'm not a mom tip, keep the crayons from the restaurant. You'll thank yourself later. And then of course, le piece de resistance when it comes to toddlers, the iPad or tablet. Now I know, I'm gonna get a lot of judgment, especially because I'm not a mom. But what I can say is my sister is very careful about screen time. But when it comes to plane rides and road trips, and anytime you are in a tight space with other people, just bring the iPad. Your flight attendants will thank you, your neighbors will thank you, and you will thank yourself later when you are not pulling your hair out because your toddler is screaming for attention on the plane. So with the tablet, we just basically pre-downloaded some movies, some of her favorite shows, just to get them through the last hour or 2 of the flight. Then in the side pockets, we put some snacks, as well as a bib. And then in the other side pocket, we had the wipes, of course. And then inside with the clothes is a changing table cover. And then we put a few diapers in there just for the trip up, and then my sister was gonna buy diapers when she got there. Then there was one pocket that I forgot to show, but it was basically just a hairbrush, some hair ties, bows, stuff like that for girls. And then we're leaving all of this extra space on top so that in the morning, Rachel can put everything else that she needs, like her favorite blanket and her favorite stuffed animal and any like last minute items. But all of the clothes fit at the bottom, so it's perfect. So then we moved over to my sister's closet where she picked out her clothes, and the first thing we did for her was pick out the clothes she was gonna wear to the airport, and we set that aside. Then, of course, one of the things that we wanted to bring was compression socks for her, because as a pregnant woman, you have to be careful when you're flying because you are at a high risk for blood clots. So compression socks are definitely a must for pregnant women flying. A few other things that she packed were obviously her underwear and socks, a dress for church and a sweater that she can dress up or down, 2 pairs of maternity shorts, 2 pairs of pajamas, and 2 pairs of leggings, 2 tank tops, and 4 cute shirts. And then we just packed a pair of closed-toed shoes, and then she wore sandals to the airport. She ended up having the perfect amount of space for her toiletries and her makeup and accessories and everything else that we women need to be gorgeous. And as soon as we started picking out all of her toiletries, we kind of ran into a little dilemma. But it was kind of good for me to get it on film because I think this is a dilemma a lot of people experience. So basically, she didn't know that her liquids had to be in a clear bag, but that clear bag had to be 1 quart size bag. So she had a clear bag, but it was a little bit bigger than a quart. So I had to tell her, it has to be in a quart size. Looking back, I wish I had brought some of my stuff from home because I have like a ton of packing stuff. I didn't anticipate this happening. So we kind of just had to improvise and find some random plastic Ziploc bags that we could find around the house. It was what it was. We didn't have time to go to the store or anything, and it was getting kind of late. Nonetheless, it worked out. Everything was fine.
Just a brush.
Okay.
Breast pad stuff. Yes, I'm already lactating.
Okay. Makeup.
Consolidated.
Makeup. Cool. Nothing liquid, right? Nope.
That's just to keep it all together.
Oh, what's in there? Medicine. Needles.
That's what I need.
And then, yeah, all other medicines. Cool. Okay, we just forgot toothbrushes. Those can go probably in here. Yeah. She's so gross. She doesn't put caps on her toothbrushes. Everybody in the comments.
I don't care.
And then we moved on to Tom's toiletries, which he came in the bathroom and packed himself. And there was a little extra space in there, so we put my sister's dry shampoo in there. By this point of the night, it was starting to get pretty late and their flight was like super early in the morning. So we kind of had to pick up the pace, and my sister finished packing her suitcase, started packing her personal item bag. Tom did the same, and I just packed his suitcase, which was literally socks, boxers, a few pants, a few shirts. Super simple. He's that kind of dude. it worked out because there was extra space in his suitcase for some of Addie's other things. After that, we called it a night, and it was a successful packing night. That was kind of the order that I put together for the packing scenario, and it worked out really well. My sister was like, oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. She's like, I feel really good. I feel like everything's packed, taken care of. She's like, I'm not worried that we're gonna forget something. And then I think what especially helped was the list for the morning, because she was so worried about leaving documents. There's just like a bunch of things that she didn't want to forget. And so I think packing the way that we did really just helped her feel at ease. I hope this video helped you guys, or at least was entertaining to watch. If you liked the video, please hit like so that this video gets recommended and people are able to find my channel more. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe if you are into travel, as well as everything else listed in my About Me section. All right, y'all, my memory card just died and told me to shut up, so get ready for some awesome content. Bye!